Good morning, everyone. So happy Wednesday. Just a few minutes ago, I looked at my watch and it said that it was 73 degrees at like what, 8:45. And I was like, are you kidding? That's great. I was so excited. So I like opened up my bedroom windows. I went and found my husband and I was like, is it really 72 degrees? And he's like, what? And neither of us had been outside. So I'm like looking at my watch and I'm clicking it. Turns out it didn't update from something. So it's not 72, it's 42. And I said, I'm gonna go back and shut that window because it's definitely not as warm as I thought it was. But that was a little bit deflating. Thought like I was gonna have this wonderful 72-degree weather type of day. And maybe later, I don't know. I don't know what's in the cards today, but it's actually 42 and not 72 as what my watch originally said. But I wanted to talk about confidence today. And I wanted to talk about it because I, we're always on a learning journey. We can be honest about that. But I, for so long, had the wrong definition in my head of confidence. I attributed it, is that a word? Attributed it. I thought it was more like a feeling, which it is partially a feeling. It is a feeling, but I was just thinking it's like positive self-talk, or it was um like telling yourself that you can do something. Um like walking into a room and feeling like you own the room and things like that. That's what I attributed to confidence. And for so long, that's what I was working towards. Like I wanted to be in a place where I comfortably had all of that. What I've learned in my journey is that really confidence is trusting in yourself. It's building a trust that you have internally. So like just knowing that you can get through things, knowing that whatever you are faced with, you're able to figure out, that it's figure outable. Um, Knowing that you are capable of doing those things, that you're competent, even if you don't have the skill set right then, like you at least know that you can find a way to have that skill set. So like it's not saying that emotions can't be involved because they are definitely involved. If you are scared of speaking in public, like so many people are, you're going to have emotions with that. You're going to have your nervousness, your anxiety, all of the above. And that's part of confidence. But the confident part, the step, is knowing that even with all those emotions, you can get through it. You trust in yourself that you can push yourself enough to come up out on the other end. And maybe you don't come out on the other end 100%. Maybe you come out the other end and you're like, wow, there's 8,000 things I could have done better there. Like literally 8,000 things I could have done differently that would have made that better. But at least you did it. At least you did it. Like there's so many times in my life that I could have just stayed firmly where I was comfortable and not pushed myself. But when I think of what I gained as a result of pushing myself and the confidence that I have as a result of all of it, I'm glad that I pushed myself. Did I fail? Absolutely, I failed a million times over, and I will fail a million times again throughout my life. But because I pushed myself out of that comfort zone, I'm all the better for it. Like, um, I think of me in middle school. Like, it was a small school, and there was some people that weren't very nice to me, but one in particular, I don't even know why every so often she would target me. I have no clue. But one day, I I don't know what happened, but she said that she was going to beat my ass after school. And I was terrified. Like I didn't want that to happen. Um And at the end of the school day, I like ran to we were like doing this carpooling type thing with one of the neighbors. So I like ran to the neighbor's van and got in the back, and I saw the girl walk past the van and just look at me. And I didn't say anything. She didn't say anything. And obviously I made it home and like nothing happened then. But once I got home, I lost it, like completely lost it, and told my mom, I'm not going back to school. I'm not doing it. Like she's gonna she's gonna hurt me. Like I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to like I just don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to have to worry about going to school and doing this and this and this, which no kid should. Um, and my mom didn't not take it seriously, but she also didn't want me just to like basically back down and not like maybe confront the issue on my own either. So she talked through some different scenarios and stuff with me and helped me figure out different ways that I could approach it and what I could do if something came up. Um, and she did the next morning call and talk to the principal, I think, just to like give the principal a heads up as to what was going on. And I went to school. I did not want to go to school, but I did go to school, and she was right. Like I survived the day. Nothing happened. I don't even know if the girl even like came to say anything to me. Um, but if she had, like I had all these different problem solving mechanisms that my mom and I had rolled through the night before and the morning of, and I had my little, mental toolkit that I could turn to if need be. Um, but as a result of my mom pushing me, like my confidence was so much higher. Like I saw that um, me going instead of staying back in the position of comfort, like it showed me that I could do this. Like I could face my problems head on. I could, um, I wasn't as weak as what I had thought. I didn't give myself enough credit. And I've had a lot of not bullying experiences, but a lot of like experiences such as that throughout my life where, I've had to push myself. I talk about one in the blog. It's linked in the details here. That was a really big one for me. But, it's just led to, as an adult, that I feel the ability to undertake these things that might be daunting to some, but aren't for me. Like at my previous job, I had my eye on this certain position for a lot of the time that I was there. And unfortunately, I never ended up getting it. But I did interview a bunch of times. And, the question always comes up when you're in interviews, like, why do you think that you can do this job? Like it would obviously be a promotion. Like, why do you think you can do it? And the truth of the matter is I had the confidence that I could figure it out. Like I had spent my time, I had a network of people that I could turn to. There was obviously like trainings and stuff available that I would partake in when, if I had gotten the promotion. But overall, like I knew, good morning, Emily. Nice to see you on here. I hope your new job's going great. Um, but I just wanted to, or I knew that if it came down to it, that even after things like the trainings and the different materials and such that you get when you get a promotion, even if that didn't do the job, I had this person I could turn to for advice. I had this person I could go to. I was friends with this person in this department that could give me insight. It was figure outable. So I knew that I could do the job because I had the confidence that anything that I was faced with, I could figure it out. Like all the experiences that I had had in my life had prepared me for that. Like we don't ever go into anything being 100%. Nothing. I can't maybe saying my alphabet. Like maybe I can say my alphabet with 100% like completion and 100% like perfect, maybe, but everybody pronounces different letters differently. Like there's this thing called accents. Like Abby in Nashville is starting to have this crazy Southern accent. And when her daughter sings Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, it comes out twinkle, 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 little star. So again, like that's not even 100% when you like totally dial it down. So really, I had to learn through the years that confidence is not just a feeling. It's not just an emotion. It's having trust in myself. And that's something I've really had to work on, that if you go into the situation and you have the butterflies, that's not a bad thing at all. That's not a bad thing. That means you're pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, which is going to help you to be more confident. So anyway, I wanted to share a little bit of my learnings with you. I'm just really trying to dive in more with it and have like a better idea of it all as a whole. So my whole reason for the blog is for you guys to learn from my mistakes. So you're welcome for that. Um, and this is a big one that I wanted to pass on because I was wrong about it for so long. And now that I know the truth, I can kind of reflect in a different way. So check out the blog. Have a great day that is not 72 degrees like I originally thought it was. Don't go opening up those windows right now like I did, but enjoy the day otherwise. Work on your confidence. Enjoy the day. Bye, guys.